EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Ultra. Hut.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield. And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set. Set, cut.
Now Young. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
22 needle.
Now Young on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one finds Austin out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
19 right. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Looking into the ring, drops it, he muffs it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind out the 1st down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check view. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
Now Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, go steal. Hut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Set.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
19
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
60 average. Not saying 19. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he finds Austin complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, Stroud. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Come on, set.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready.
Here is Young. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a way to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Get up. Cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go Ultra.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Bearcat, hurt. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through. And it is 28-0. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And now here is another interception. How about this? He's to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready.
To throw on second down is Young. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
7 Pirates, 18, Pioneer. Hustle.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
19 tight, 19, ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
6-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Steelers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They run for it with Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Okay, ready?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Ready, ready.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready, set.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll throw again. Young. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
18, Pioneer. Riggs. Panther 11, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Flush to his right.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Cup 19, trap 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Ready?
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Now Young.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. '79 Broncos. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory.